This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach, this is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's the techno. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense changing the play. Off play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Firing to the right, complete. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 20. Touchdown Sooners. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Lacey. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise in the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. There's some room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They'll ride the hot hand, and he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Right on the money. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
To the air, it's Mateer. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team.
Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They want to run it left here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Back to pass. Bring in the heat. And down he goes.
Well, this guy's had all of college football talking after coming away with 3 sacks in his first game, and he already notches his first sack in this one. What a terror he has been on offense as early this season.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here's a heat. Picked off. A turnover in their own end.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Under fire. Got his man on the right. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top, and we've reached the end of one. When we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They've scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On the move. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fakes the grab on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
From the red zone, it's Lacey. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rebels!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is good. Take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Rebels. Took it all the way back to the house.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air. It's Mateer. Makes the catch. And that'll be enough for the first down. A gain of 13 on the play. And the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. The option look. Now the pitch. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Rush is on him. He'll get rid of it. The sure hands. It's Harris. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Lacey. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Right back to him on the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Turning it on. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
The Rebels will hustle to the line. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Moving out to the right. Got the first down. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout, 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the number 11 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Boston College able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete to the left. At the 35, he's got room. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
And listen, 3rd down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. There's a really...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Rebels want to move quickly.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get him.
Touchdown Sooners! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes zoof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Rebels offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Oh, he's got a chance. Crosses the 45. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense wants to bring the heat. The give to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Using his feet, and he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. The run inside. It's Lacey. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Coming out with it, it's Cunningham. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the tight end. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Now on the move. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cunningham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. See a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for a big play. Holds it in on the left. Hits the afterburners. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Gives it on the option. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
To the air, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.